Hi, everyone. Welcome to Threading It Together. I am Holly Richardson, a director with Thread Strategies. I'm thrilled to be here today with our principal and founder, Lori Lipstein. She's amazing. I'm so excited because we are here to continue our conversation about recurring giving. This is a type of philanthropy that has been booming over the last couple of years, and we're seeing more and more organizations start to launch recurring giving programs and engage their donors in this type of giving. And so here today, we have three of our favorite ideas for how and when to ask your folks for recurring gifts. So we've tested these with various partners. They're awesome. They all work. Lori, first amazing idea you love about how and when to ask for a recurring gift.
Okay, well, this is a pretty mind-blowing one. Not really. You can ask for it on your checkout page, on your normal donation page. So, this is probably pretty obvious that there should be a reoccurring option on your normal donation page, but that's obviously the place to start. But beyond just having the option, what I want to add here so that it feels like this is actually helpful is the thought of making that your default potentially. In most of the online donation processors, you have the chance to control a lot of the defaults, like what is your default gift amount? You can also usually put a default frequency amount, that's what I'm looking for, and try making that monthly and trying to nudge people towards monthly. There's also some online donation processing softwares that have really cool features already built in, where if someone is making a one-time gift, they get through the checkout, and then right before, I guess when they hit submit, it'll pop up that says, would you like to make this a monthly gift instead? And kind of remind people that this is an option and this will be a great option. And it's really easy for them to say no if, that's not what they want to do. But it's a great chance to ask them one more time before they check out if they want this to be monthly. So start with your donation page, most simple place to start. And think about not just putting the option there, but pushing people a little bit, nudging them, let's nudge them a little bit towards monthly giving.
It's a nudge. And second idea is, if at that time of checkout, people think, you know what, no, I'm going to stick with my one-time gift. That doesn't mean that your opportunity to ask them to become a recurring giver is over, and that you've just, that they've just self-designated their one time. That's all they're ever going to be to you. What we encourage you to do, and we love this idea about how and when you can ask folks to switch into recurring giving, is you do then a welcome series of emails to that donor about what an amazing investment they've just made in your organization. Share with them information about upcoming things that you have going on, opportunities that they can get involved, links to articles you love, links to podcasts you might have done, pictures, videos. You do sort of a string of these emails.
How many is ideal, Holly, would you say, in a welcome series emails?
I would say, anywhere from 5 to 7 over a sort of 10 to 3 week time frame following the gift. So now you do have to have the capability to sequence that and make it automated, because there's no way that you want to sit there manually typing all these emails. That would be a lot. But it's absolutely a capability that we encourage you to go get, because then what you can do is at the end of that welcome series, after your 5 to 7 emails over a 1 to 3 week time period, is your last email can be, hey, you want to get even more involved? Become a recurring giver with us. And you ask them again at that point to convert into recurring giving, but you've done more cultivation before you come at them with that second ask, so that people are feeling more galvanized about your mission. They're feeling more connected. They're feeling more informed. And they're saying, you know what, that one-time gift I felt really good about. I'm going to feel even better about making a recurring gift that I can do on a monthly basis.
And, I like how we're kind of talking about this in terms of, like, what's the first thing the donor will see? We're going to see your checkout page. That's what we talked about first. If they made it through your checkout page, they didn't choose monthly, what comes next to them? It would be this kind of welcome series, like welcome to our community. Like Holly just explained, of course, that is only going to be for your first time donors, because your repeat donors have been welcomed to your community. You won't put them through that same email series every time they make a gift. So I would wrap up with a way to think about, what if we haven't captured folks to be reoccurring donors through those two options? Are they just in our donor pool now? And that's where they are. And like, oh, well, they're not reoccurring donors. And no, you still have more chances to ask. And this is where we would recommend doing a targeted appeal at some point in the year, and best to do it annually, really, where we are specifically asking people to consider becoming a reoccurring donor. And we've got some other videos in our channel about who's best to target in those asks. So you absolutely can send it to your whole community, but to focus your efforts, there is a segment that's more likely, and you should think about them in this appeal. But Holly, what are some of your favorite ways to put these kinds of appeals together? What should you be thinking about for these?
Yeah, I think for these types of appeals, first of all, you want to make them time bound and short. This is not a 6 or 8 week campaign in which you're trying to convert folks into becoming recurring donors. Think about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, short, quick, snappy, like get in, get asked, do a lot of communications within whatever time span you're going for, but keep it shorter, like make this sort of a sprint effort rather than one of your longer campaigns. The other thing that you want to be thinking about is to be really specific about the goal and make it easy for folks to say, yes, I want to get into that, instead of, no, it's easy to overlook it. And what I mean by that is maybe you want to offer something up to the effect of, hey, right now, this summer, within this 2-week period, we are hoping that 10 new folks are going to join us as recurring donors. Can you be one of them? And that gives a sense of community. It gives a sense of exclusivity. You have a very clear marker of success, and people are going to know whether the campaign was successful or not. And it's very attainable, right? It's not some big pie in the sky goal that people think like, my gift isn't going to make any change against that. So you want to create opportunities to make it feel intimate, smaller, faster, shorter, I think are some of the biggest, if I just had to spew adjectives about what these types of campaigns do, that would be my litany of adjectives for you. Yeah.
Yeah. And I would say the important thing in there is that this is not like your end of year appeal where you're asking people to give just anything toward the goal. Like your entire messaging is around this community of monthly givers and asking people very explicitly to join it. And that's different than saying we're raising $30,000 for scholarships by the end of the year, or something else that you might be doing for some of your other annual appeals. This is focusing all your communications around this community. So it's worth finding a time in your annual calendar and plugging that in and doing it every year to steadily build your program.
Yeah.
So there we have it. 3 ways to...
3 ways to ask your folks to become recurring donors. Think about it and offer it as the default on your donation page. Include it at the end of a welcome series where you're asking your one-time, first-time donors to become recurring donors, and then do a special acquisition campaign. 3 really easy, actionable ways to encourage more of your community to buy into this really, really helpful mode of giving. If you need more advice, you're curious about this, please check out the other videos that we have on our channel about recurring giving. We also have blog posts about this on our website. We have done trainings about this. We are here for you to help you on recurring giving. So reach out to us. We are so happy to help you. We are at threadstrategies.com. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our page, and happy fundraising.
Happy fundraising. Thank you.